Welcome to Goodnight Neighbor. My name is Mariam Azeez and I'm 11 years old. I wrote a book. It's called Soulful Sydney Explores Diversity. I wrote this book because I wanted people to know about Muslims. I wanted them to know about who we really are, not just what we wear. It's about who we are on the inside. And it's not only about Muslims. There's going to be a series of books about different types of people and their beliefs and their religions. So this is the first book, and it's about Sydney and her dog Max. And they meet their new neighbors, but their new neighbors are Muslim. And the little girl's name is Mariam, obviously. and Max, he's sort of scared because she doesn't look like Sydney. She wears a hijab. And so he embodies the fear inside of everyone. So he gets a little scared at first, but Mariam teaches him that it's not important what we look, it's important who we are. And then in the end, he's sitting down on her lap, sleeping as like a symbol of trust and love. So it works out in the end. Dedicated to every child on earth, may you find a peaceful, soulful forest right inside of you. Sydney and her dog Max see new neighbors next door. And Sydney tells Max, I hope there are kids like before. Wondering together who they might be, they count parents and a girl, a family of 3. Eagerly, Sydney runs on ahead. Cautiously, Max takes a bit longer to tread. For covering the girl's head is a scarf of dark blue, and Max is suspicious of anything new. He started to growl, fear racing his hair, baring his teeth through a menacing glare. To protect this young girl with skin so fair, Sydney clearly warned, Max, don't you dare. Beneath the blue scarf were chocolate brown eyes and a smile so sweet it would be hard to disguise. The warmth and the kindness when her friendly voice called to Sydney, who became completely enthralled. She said, my name is Sydney, and my dog who seems rude is Max, whose fear sometimes ruins his mood. Nodding, the girl said, a hijab can seem like something strange, but talking about it helps people and dogs to change. Petting Max to soothe him, Sydney said, help me understand. And the girl with the big eyes held out a friendly hand. My name is Mariam, and if you come beside me to sit, I'll share my lunch and tell you all about it. Thank you so much, replied Sydney, feeling happy. And even Max stopped acting mean and snappy. While Mariam explained the hijab upon her head, they took time to relax and together break bread. As they sat under the shade of a giant oak tree, becoming good friends, this party of 3, Mariam said, Muslims aren't about hocus pocus. Character, dignity, and respect are our main focus. I wish there was a place where we could all learn about religions and cultures, and all kids get a turn. Sydney exclaimed, maybe if we look, we'll find such a place where there's regard for all faiths and respect for each race. And so Sydney asked Mariam to join on a quest to put their theory of acceptance to the test. Through the garden gate, their answers were near. Little did they know, it was crystal clear, that by adopting just the right attitude, they could enter into the garden of gratitude. Counting their blessings as the gate opened wide, Sydney and Mariam became each other's guide. They found the entrance by being grateful and kind on this journey to a place to quiet their minds. With awe and respect, through the garden they wander until they find a pond where they can ponder about the world they want to create, a world of understanding, not of hate. At this pondering pond, they see their reflection that's free of prejudice, hostility, and rejection. At the field of forgiveness, they pause to assess what has made this world such an unpleasant mess. It's there that they realize in order to live, people must be willing to overcome and forgive, and come to an agreement that this world is a place to fill with compassion, kindness, and grace. Arm in arm, as they travel to their destination, they realize the value of how education will help them to spread harmony and peace and convince all people that hatred must cease. They avoided Camp Chaos at Bellyacres Farm, where everyone seemed to be constantly alarmed. Under a tranquil tree, they sat and got quiet. Even Max settled down and decided to try it. Serene and calm in a meditative pose, both girls relaxed with their eyes gently closed. This moment of silence was all they would need for the girls to accept that they must proceed. They would soon understand as they continued their tour. They would find the remedy that would help to cure so many of the ills that affect humankind with education and respect and an open mind. Rounding a corner, such a sight they did see, children sharing and playing and laughing with glee. Kids of all faiths and colors of skin, yet treating each other like they were kin. Diversity University was the destination where Sydney and Mariam stared in fascination. They saw Christians and Muslims and Jewish kids too, Buddhists and Taoists as well as Hindu, Catholics and Protestants and Baha'i. There was no way that anyone could deny that peace and harmony had been found with acceptance and kindness all around. This place is not depicted on any map or chart. It ultimately resides in each person's heart. Your own compassion can always be found if you keep your mind open and just look around. Be grateful for the differences as we learn to accept why it's more vital to include than it is to reject. People whose background is different from yours and whose story and beliefs you should explore. For when people find love in a world of hate, loving kindness is the language they create. Thanks for joining us at Goodnight Neighbor.